Hi everybody, I'm here with the lovely Jackie, and she has chosen, grab the larger jar, Vivacious, which is one of our newer spring summer collections. It's oh, I need to give that one a shake. Actually, I have the mini bottle. Where is it?
I think you put it in.
Okay, so I have the mini, which is awesome. That's what I get when I first get the stuff. So look at that color. If you get a bottle that's brand new and it looks like this, which happens when, especially when you have a pearly color, you need to give it like a serious fist pounding. So you can put it in a polish shaker and let it do this for a while and it'll pull the pigments down, but then give it a really good pounding to mix it. But this one I mixed a while ago. Once it's mixed really well, you're not going to have a problem. Or you can even use a spatula like so, and you can actually stick this in your pot or in your bottle and give it a good stir when you first get it. And that'll work too. All right, so we are just going to be using this color and giving it a little bit more oomph with some sparkle, because she just had on, what pink was that? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
She doesn't remember. Shocking. It's been a month. Just kidding. It might have been like entrancing or something, and then it was like pink Aurora on top of that, and she said she got tons of compliments. So wanted to do it again. So a lot of people are like, oh, I need to, I like this glitter, but I want to make it, just put the glitter on the nail. It's not solid enough. But to make something that's just as solid, more exciting, this will do it. And since there's some people that just want to hang out with my clients, I get posts on my YouTube.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's so funny. They're like, can you just be on all day? And I said, no.
Well, that would be fun.
One said they want a day in the life of the salon, and I said, that's so funny. So someday if I thought about one day opening a school, and I thought, you do a little bit of instruction at the beginning, because let's be real, there's not a lot of teaching that goes on at school these days. And it's a lot of watch and practice and that kind of a thing. All right. And then, so what you end up doing, let's move that camera just a little smidgen. You just spend a lot of time when you're in school sitting there doing nothing. So in that case, I could see, okay, I would go live all day for students that just want to see everyday nails in the salon, like what you're doing, how's it doing, how's it happening, what's the timing on things. And you really, I think, pick up a lot from that. And at least if you're sitting there doing nothing, you could be sitting there doing nothing, watching some nails get done. So, but there's such a plethora of videos on YouTube that, it's boring just to watch me.
Well, I think you would learn technique as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the point, for sure. Someone came to the door. I don't know who it was. Oh, Maxine said hello from Montana. Gosh, it's been so long since I went and did a class in Montana. Years and years ago, I went with Vicki. She invited me out, Vicki Peters. And she had a show she was doing there. And she's like, come do some teaching with me and hang out. And I'm like, okay. So I went and got to spend time with Vic. And we did a show in Montana. I don't know. Were you there, Maxine? God, it was forever ago. Probably 10 years ago now. All right. So my clear gel, you can see, left a little snippet there. And I could file it later. But I'm just going to... I will file it later so that it's smoother. But I just got rid of it a little bit. So it's not my way. Oh, Sherry, you're very welcome. I hope this... if anything, it's always fun to see nails done with glitter. Oh, Heather. Heather's watching from Idaho.
How fun.
Yeah, there's a nail tech recently who just messaged me that she said she's part of a group with a whole bunch of techs from Idaho. And I said, well, that's awesome. So she's sharing information about nail camp, which is great. And I just got another educator that registered today, which I've been wanting to get on for pedicuring. So that's exciting. So it is going to be, I've got to keep announcing classes and educators over the next couple weeks as I get people finalized, because I've got to make postcards to send out. But it should be such a great year there. Such a fun new location. what I learned in Atlanta doing Nail Camp East is that it is so nice having a location where all of the meals are in, and all of the classes and everything are in one building. So in Vashon, it's been nice, but you have to trudge in the rain back and forth between different buildings. And if you're doing workshops, you got to carry all your stuff there and everything. What's nice with Atlanta was that everything was in one building, and it's going to be the same for Boise. So once you're taking your nail stuff there, you can keep it there, which is really nice. And you don't have to trudge it back and forth to your cabin. So you're only really leaving, you know, walking outside in the morning and the afternoon, unless you want to go outside for another reason anyway. So it's really lovely. Pretty excited about that. So for the future, I will look for locations where we don't have to trudge across campus to find different buildings, because it really, I think, was super beneficial. And yeah, next year we'll be somewhere else back east, but not in the same location. I was thinking Chicago, but then the weekend I'm doing it, it's the same weekend as the Chicago Beauty Show, so that does not work. No. Yeah, so I'm like, all right, well, we might head over to North Carolina a little sooner, or Virginia, or Texas. There's a couple options I'm looking at. So Nail Camp East will be
sounds like fun
in a new place, and then next year for Nail Camp West, I'm gonna bring it down south a little bit as well, but. It's going to be fun. New places all the time. So if you do live in Idaho or Montana or something like that, this is a good year to come when it's a little bit closer, because it will be farther away next year. But it'll move each year, so it'll be different locations, different educators and stuff. So that's fun. China, you have not missed much yet. So all I'm doing is the second coat of her color. For this technique, if you're using a color that has just perfect coverage with one coat, then skip the second coat. This one, there was still some areas where it wasn't quite 100% covered because it has that little bit of pearl in it. So I went ahead and did the second coat. But if you're using something like Vintage or Cream Luxio that has just really, really good one coat coverage, just do one coat, because you're going to do a second coat with glitter. So don't spend the time doing a second coat if needed, if you don't need it. But this one, I wanted to make sure I had a little bit of extra coverage. Isn't that color gorgeous? Mm-hmm. So again, this is Vivacious. And you can still, I think I still have some of these mini collections left. So now we're going to top it with Aurora Purple. So we have 10 or 12 Auroras now. And what you didn't know is that right before this, I actually mixed a little bit more of Options Clear in this, because it was a little bit on the stiffer side. So as you use it, sometimes you'll notice that you're using more of the clear gel from the top because the glitter sinks down. So then as you go to get farther in the pot, your glitter gets to be a little bit chunky and not as smooth. So I just spooned some Options Clear and gave it a mix with my spatula. And what that does is it makes for a much smoother glitter, so it's easier to just lay it down over your color. So I'm not doing a fade on her. We are just going solid glitter. But this is great because you can use any color polish. So if you want a dark purple and you want to have this same look, but you want a darker undercolor, this lets you do that without having to have like 18 different glitter colors. You just have the one glitter and you have your regular cream colors and you just top it. Easy. And it'll just kind of level. Do you love it?
I love it. I love. Oh, that's almost prettier than the pink.
Oh. She's waiting for more compliments. So really easy. I just kind of work it around, make sure that it's not too thick, but also that it's pretty even. I don't want to have a sparse area of glitter. You want it to be good. And there is some chunky in here. There's fine glitter in here. These Aurora sparkles are fantastic for doing this technique because you get the holographic look and then you also get all that shine. Good, I'm glad you picked up a tip. Yes, use your Options Clear or Crystal Clear. Either one is fine. So if you don't have clear and you just have Crystal Clear, that's fine. But these are formulated with Options Clear. So if you want to maintain the flexibility of the product, use your Options Clear. But yes, that is a way to make it a little bit smoother for easier application. So, And like, say you have this glitter and you're like, you know, I want even more chunky mixed in there that I use on a regular basis, or you want more fine glitter. You can do the same thing. Just add a little bit more Options clear to your pot, and then you can add whatever glitter that you want to create your own custom glitter look, starting with a base and working from there. So it's very simple. Now with Aurora, it lays down pretty darn flat. It's not really super bumpy. So I'm just going to use my Luxio gloss, and I'm going to flash cure because I'm going to put it on just slightly thicker to make sure that we don't have any bumps. We want it to be perfectly smooth. And when I do that, if I don't flash cure, I end up chasing stuff out of the cuticle because top coat's thinner. And I do not like chasing stuff out of the cuticle or filing out of the cuticle or any of that. I want it to be nice. There's a little bit right there. Look at that, guys. So pretty. All of these Auroras are holographic, so they do come out so gorgeous, picking up all the colors, and so fun for summer. There's a couple of tips if you have someone who's into yellow or orange, then using the apricot is really, really pretty with those. Or the pearl. Pearl really goes on any color because it's kind of a neutral, almost champagne. So you can use the Aurora Pearl on any color. But I've done pink on top of purple, and it gives it a little bit more of a pink hue, also super pretty. I've even done apricot with purple fades, and I love that look as well. So again, so pretty. We're gonna go ahead and cure that. And then here's the pearl. I just thought I'd show you real quick. So it's a kind of a neutral, but as you can see that it's glossy on top. That's your Options clear. That's why you want to give it a good stir. And this is what one she did last time, which was Options pink. And see how it's not as smooth? It's because as I'm using it, some of that clear is kind of going away. So after a few more times, I might go ahead and add some more Options clear just to make it a little bit smoother if I'm doing more of this kind of a technique as opposed to glitter fades. Glitter fades, you don't really need it smooth. You're moving it around and everything anyway. But for this, you want it smooth because you just want to be able to top coat right over the top, and you want it to lay smooth on top of your color. But you can play with the different, you know, you can swatch. If you have clients that like glitters like these, just grab some of your favorite undercolors like Tango or Vintage or, you know, Lookout is blue, gorgeous blue. And so you can grab some of your favorite undercolors and just try different glitters on top. So that's it. But, oh, someone is at the door. So I will go ahead and let you go. But I did want to show you guys how easy it is to turn any solid color into a beautiful, sparkly color. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.